Now, as we welcome spring, it is time to put on your dancing shoes and bounce into the season with good music, refined African cuisine. With that said, Hendrick Monyeki will be performing with an 11-piece band for his very first Kofifi Night concert. The show will be happening at Leano Restaurant and live music venue on Friday the 14th of October, which is I think this week in fact, the coming Friday. Well, he joins us on Zoom to tell us more about what we can look forward to. Hendrick, a very good morning to you. A warm welcome to Morning Live. I mean, you're known as a gospel artist, so what inspired you, to start Kofifi Night?
You know what? This is what I've only... Okay, good morning to you and to your viewers as well. Sorry about that. I'm overwhelmed. I'm extremely excited about this. Listen, in 2006, I met Dr. Johnny Mac, right? Who actually introduced me to jazz music. And from that time, I love jazz music because I'm from Pretoria and I'm also used to working in small units, in a small ensemble. And I didn't know what big band music was. And I didn't know what jazz music was until I met this man. So that's actually where my love for jazz music started. But I guess I just fell in love with it from that time.
I mean, what lessons came with working with the legendary Johnny Mekwa? I mean, so many musicians have come through those hands. And, what lessons have you applied in your music today?
Time management, dress code. That man was very particular.
Yes, that he was.
He will tell you, listen, Hendrick, no denim on stage, no sneakers on stage. He was very particular.
Yes.
He was a very stylish man. He was, he will tell you that jazz music is expensive, so you must dress well. Before people hear what you're going to sing, they must just look at your attire and say, we want to listen to this man. So that man was a man of style. He was a man of excellence. Yeah. So that's actually what I've learned most from him.
Yeah. So I want to talk about Kofifi Night. What can we look forward to on Friday?
A night to remember. I'm taking you guys down memory lane. I'm paying tribute to Mam Mira Makeba, Mam Dorit Masuka, Ntate Kaifa the African jazz pioneers. They're doing a song in particular called Kofifi, and way back 50s, the dance, the style, the fashion, the way to dress. Please, people must come dressed in Kofifi. Our theme is Kofifi, so it's going to be absolutely amazing.
And why is it so important that we revive music from the 50s and the 60s by, the legendary artists that you mentioned?
Because I think somehow we are forgetting about them. And it pains me because I'm mostly close to most of them, those who have departed and also those who are still alive. And I've seen how they've been neglected. They are very stressed people. They like now I was working with Ntate Stompi Manana in my previous show. You can see that he hasn't been on stage for the longest time. And the joy, the excitement of him being on stage and seeing people and performing, man, that was fulfilling for him. So I think they're, neglected, and then somebody needs to do something about it. And also for the fact that we need to educate our people to believe in live music. People are they want bubblegum. We used to call it bubblegum music. That they forget, they tend not to love live music. I mean, people would rather pay a DJ 60K. I don't have a problem with DJs, but if you come as Hendrick and you want 60K with a band, with 11-piece band, people can afford you, but they can afford one person who just holding their ear and they want 60K. I mean, Yeah, so for me, I'm worried about live music, sorry. No offense to anybody, I need to say that. I love DJs, yeah.
Okay, let's bring it back.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the 11-piece band that you've assembled. Talk to us about the process of curating that 11-piece band to make sure that it all comes together on stage and it's top-notch for Friday?
My plan is for us to sound like a big band, because I'm used to working with a big band, like 5 saxophones, 4 trombones, 4 trumpets, and of course the rhythm section. So I've got some more sounds that we have recorded to make the sound bigger. So I'm working with 3 horns. They call themselves New School Brass. They're absolutely amazing. And I'm working with a 5-piece band as well. My producer and my MD, Judah Ngwenga, also is on board, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. But the plan is to make the sound bigger, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. And this is my last show for the year, and I'm looking forward to see everybody there. And the tickets are available on QuickCat. People can just... My worry is that we have limited seating. We have about 140 seats. So people must just buy their tickets as soon as they can.
And I want to talk about why Leano is also the perfect setting for what you're trying to get across. I mean, that intimate venue. Why did you specifically pick this one?
Because it's intimate, like you say. You know, it's very, you are very close to your audience. And also I wanted that romantic setup, which Leano became like the perfect setup for me, the perfect place for me. And like I said, it's going to be dance, it's going to be style, fashion, music, food. Yeah, let's talk about the food. and of course drinks. So it's going to be absolutely amazing. So Leano is that setup that I always had in mind, that if I want to do a Kofifi Night, I would want to have a setup like that.
Yeah. Let's talk about the African cuisine. I mean, that's part of, on the night, that's what you'll be serving. What sort of traditional food will you be serving on that night?
I think Leano has a plan with that. I don't have things in particular, but type of a setup. But I love mohodu. I haven't been eating mohodu in a long time, so I'm looking forward to that dish.
All right, and how are the ticket sales at the moment?
I haven't checked, but I'm encouraging people to go buy their tickets as soon as they can. They're available on QuickCat. It's only 200 rands. And also you can get some at the door, but I don't encourage people to buy at the door. Just book your tickets now, because we only have 140 seats available currently. So it's going to be chock-a-block.
All right. Hendrick Monyeki, good luck with your show on Friday. Thank you so much for talking to us. And he was talking to us about his very first Kofifi Night performance at the Leano Restaurant, happening on the 14th of October. That's down the road from us there in October, in Braamfontein. Listen to me saying October. Braamfontein, Johannesburg.